Unit 1. English in the World.
Lesson 1. New words. Listen and repeat. 1,
Turn on.
2,
Method.
3,
Look up.
4,
Come across.
5,
Go over.
6,
Note down.
7,
Subtitles.
8,
Lyrics.
C. Listen and read.
Study methods. You already know learning English is useful, but do you know there are fun ways to learn? 1. Read English books, newspapers, websites. You can read more to improve your vocabulary. Your speaking, listening, reading, and writing skills will improve if you learn more vocabulary. Find books, newspapers, or websites on topics you like. Choose one slightly above your level to learn new words each time. 2. Watch television shows and movies in English. You can turn on the English subtitles to understand the actors clearly, or copy the actors to improve your pronunciation. You can also note down new words to look up later. 3. Keep a notebook. Write down new words or grammar from class in a notebook. When you go home, go over your notes to help you remember what you learned. You should also go over them to see if you come across any mistakes. 4. Listen to music in English. Listening and singing to music is another fun way to improve your English. There are so many songs to choose from. Go over the lyrics to help you understand the English words. Now you know some fun ways to learn English. Which ones are you going to try today?
Grammar.
I note down new words to remember them. That's a useful study method.
Pronunciation.
B.
I read a lot of books to improve my vocabulary. I watch lots of movies to learn new words.
Pronunciation.
C.
I read the lyrics to understand the song. I use subtitles to improve my pronunciation.
Unit 1. English in the World.
Lesson 2. New words. Listen and repeat. 1,
International.
2,
Opportunity.
3,
Content.
4,
Career.
5,
Overseas.
6,
Worldwide.
7,
Foreign.
8,
Essential.
listening.
Listen to two friends talking about learning English.
Hi, Lynn.
Oh, hi, Zui.
You're in my English class. Want to walk with me?
Sure.
So, do you like learning English?
Yeah, I really like it. I think it's a useful language for the future.
Why do you think so?
Because English is an essential language for overseas study.
You mean if we want to attend a foreign university?
Yes, I plan on studying in America.
I'm not sure I want to study in another country.
But what if you want to work in an international company one day? Since English is used worldwide, there are so many more career opportunities if you learn it.
Yes, that's true.
How about you?
Well, I love listening to music and watching movies.
Me too.
And so, I'm learning English because I want to enjoy the content of English songs and movies.
That's cool. Hey Zui,
Yes?
since we both like English movies, would you like to watch a movie with me after school?
Great idea!
Okay, quiet please. Since everyone's here, let's start the lesson.
Conversation skill.
Asking for a reason.
Really? Why? Why do you think so?
Grammar.
I'm learning English because of the study abroad program I want to do.
Me too. Since we have the same goal, let's practice together.
Pronunciation.
B.
I'll have more career opportunities. I'll improve quickly.
Pronunciation.
C.
I'll earn more money. I will study abroad.
Unit 1. English in the World.
Lesson 3. C. Listen and read.
To Tom at EnglishSpeakingPenPal.com. From David at EnglishSpeakingPenPal.com. Subject: Ideas for learning at home. Hi Tom, thanks for your email. You asked me if I knew some fun ways to learn English. Yes, I do. Check out these awesome activities you can do. Just pay attention to the study methods. First, you can watch movies or TV shows in English. It's a great way to learn new words. Sometimes it's difficult to figure out what is happening, so make sure you turn on the English subtitles to understand the new words clearly. Second, you can read stories in English. You can choose any type of reading you like. For me, I love reading comics. Be sure to double-check that you read something a little above your language level to learn some new words each time. Finally, you can listen to your favorite English songs or choose something new to listen to. There are so many singers and songs in English you can pick. It's always easy to find interesting music. Search for the lyrics online and use them when you listen to the singer's words. Which one do you think is your favorite? Let me know if you have any questions. Bye for now, David.
Unit 2. Life in the Past.
Lesson 1. New words. Listen and repeat. 1,
Nuclear family.
2,
Relative.
3,
Single.
4,
Extended family.
5,
House husband.
6,
Generation.
7,
Breadwinner.
8,
Marriage.
9,
Divorce.
10,
Housewife.
C. Listen and read.
Interviewer.
Mrs. Nguyen, you have 13 children and 24 grandchildren. That isn't common now. What were families in the past like?
Mrs. Wing.
Back then, 3 or 4 generations would live together in extended families. Most people have a nuclear family now. Most of my children don't live with me anymore.
Interviewer.
What do you think about this change?
Mrs. Wing.
The smaller family size allows people to be more independent, but sometimes it makes the connections between relatives weaker.
Interviewer.
What about marriage in the past?
Mrs. Wing.
In the past, married people would live together their whole lives. There weren't many single women, and they often had a difficult life.
Interviewer.
Now, some people choose to be single parents or single because they aren't afraid of getting divorced or living alone.
Mrs. Wing.
I think that's a positive thing mostly. Some people just can't live together.
Interviewer.
Were the roles of family members different?
Mrs. Wing.
Yes, the husband was the breadwinner in the past, and the wife would stay at home. Now, many men help their wives do housework, and I know that in many families, both parents are working because it costs a lot of money to raise a child now.
Interviewer.
Thanks for sharing your memories with me.
Grammar.
In the past, people would eat family meals together in the evenings.
Pronunciation.
B.
Relative. Single. Breadwinner. 13. Vietnamese. Families.
Pronunciation.
C. 1,
Sit.
2,
Feel.
3,
His. Unit 2. Life in the past.
Lesson 2. New words. Listen and repeat. 1,
Tuk-tuk.
2,
Clay pot.
3,
Stall.
4,
Nephew.
5,
Cottage.
6,
Niece.
7,
Bake.
8.
Sketch.
Listening.
Listen to a grandfather talking to his granddaughter about some memories.
Grandpa, come and look at these photos with me.
Okay, sweetie.
Look at this one.
Oh, that's a good photo.
Where were you?
That's a cottage we used to visit in the spring.
Cool. Who used to go there?
We used to go with lots of people. Me, Grandma, your dad, your aunts and uncles, and our nieces and nephews. We'd cook amazing meals there.
Lucky you. What did you use to cook?
Grandma often used to bake fish in a clay pot.
That sounds awesome. What about this photo?
That's a market we used to go to on the weekends.
Oh, I'd love to hear more about it.
My parents and I would walk around the market and look at all the food and clothes stalls.
Did you buy much?
No, we didn't have very much money then.
I see.
But we used to always get ice cream. I used to love doing that.
Where's this, Grandpa?
That's a beach that your dad and I used to go to in the summer.
I love the beach. What would you do?
I'd throw a ball with your dad. We used to have so much fun.
Conversation skill.
Showing interest.
Lucky you. That sounds awesome. Oh, I'd love to hear more about it.
Grammar.
We used to eat pho on Fridays, and we would tell each other about our week.
Pronunciation.
B.
Lucky you. I'd love to hear about it.
Pronunciation.
C.
That's really great. I just can't believe it.
Unit 2. Life in the Past.
Lesson 3. C. Listen and read.
When I was a kid, I used to stay with my grandmother after school. She'd often tell me stories about her life in the past, and I found them very interesting. Her childhood was different from mine. She grew up in a large, extended family. Her family was poor, and she only finished elementary school. When she was 13, she started working. Her uncle cooked for wedding parties, and she'd go with him to those parties to help him. Afterward, she worked at a pottery place. She was good at making pottery and proud of the things she made. My grandfather also started working there. They fell in love and got married 2 years later. My grandparents worked hard to build a family together. After they had their first child, my grandfather continued to work at the pottery place. Meanwhile, my grandmother sold groceries at home. They eventually saved enough money to buy a house of their own and raised 3 children. I sometimes think about the stories my grandmother told me and feel thankful for her and my grandfather. Whenever I have a difficult problem, I think about those stories and tell myself to continue to work hard.
Unit 3. Living Environment.
Lesson 1. New words. Listen and repeat. 1.
Elevator.
2.
Generate.
3.
Furniture.
4.
Appliance.
5.
System.
6.
Voice assistant.
7.
Sensor.
8.
Monitor.
C. Listen and read.
Houses of tomorrow. They're here.
If you're looking for a new house, you'll notice that houses are getting smarter. Here are a few examples of houses of the future. Peace Cube. These apartments have smart appliances and sensors which allow you to control your house remotely. Each apartment has a safety system that reminds you to lock the door or turn off your stove. It will call emergency services if a fire happens or someone tries to get into your house. Sunshine Place. People who love nature will like this place. Each house has an outdoor space that connects to a larger garden. A smart gardening system will monitor and water your plants, so you don't have to worry about forgetting to water them. The houses also have voice assistants, which can entertain your kids. Smart Nest. These apartments have solar panels which generate electricity for the whole building. The trash can in each apartment sorts your trash and sends it to the recycling center, so you don't have to. The trash cans will be great for people that want to reduce their impact on the environment. What do you think of these places? What new technology do you want to see in homes?
Grammar.
What makes these apartments eco-friendly?
They have solar panels that generate electricity for the whole building.
Pronunciation.
B.
People that care about the environment should live here. Our house has walls that can move.
Pronunciation.
C.
I have smart appliances that clean themselves. These apartments have safety systems that can call emergency services. Unit 3. Living Environment.
Lesson 2. New words. Listen and repeat. 1,
Spa.
2,
Air conditioner.
3,
Flat screen.
4,
Bunk beds.
5,
Nearby.
6,
Game console.
7,
Curtain.
8.
Neighborhood.
Listening.
Listen to Lisa talking to a friend about her home.
Hey Lisa, where do you live?
I live on King Street.
What's your neighborhood like?
It's nice. There's a big park and a good supermarket.
That's good.
Yeah, but I wish there was more entertainment. I love going to the movie theater, but it's so far from my house. I wished I lived closer to it.
I understand. Who do you live with?
I live with my mom, dad, and older brother.
What's your house like?
It's great. It's really big, and it has a lovely living room and kitchen. I wish we had a bath, but I still really like it without one.
Cool.
Oh, I also wish we had a swimming pool, but that's a lot to ask.
Yeah, maybe. What about your bedroom?
It's okay. I wish it was a bit bigger. I don't really have room for all my clothes and books.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I also wish I had bunk beds. If I did, my friends could sleep over.
Do you have a TV in your room?
Yes, I do. It's great.
And you? Where do you live?
I live on West.
Conversation skill.
Asking the same question.
What about yours? What's yours like? And you?
Grammar.
I wish my TV was bigger.
Pronunciation.
B.
Crime. Nearby. Like.
Pronunciation.
C. 1,
Way.
2,
White.
3,
By. Unit 3. Living Environment.
Lesson 3. C. Listen and read.
Let me tell you about my dream house. My dream house will be in the country. I don't want to live in the city center because it's always noisy there. My house will be a set of 3 wooden tree houses. One for my living room and kitchen, one for my bedroom, and one for my bathroom. They will have modern equipment to make life comfortable. There will be rope bridges connecting the houses together.
I want all the houses to look really nice and cozy with yellow curtains and lots of string lights.
When you see them, you'll think of houses in fairy tales. The house with the living room will have an outdoor area with a view of the forest and a lake. I'll spend lots of time there reading, working, and watching sunsets. My bedroom will have huge windows and a window in the roof so that I can see stars and the moon from my bed. My bathroom will have an outdoor bathtub and shower. There will also be a garden where I can grow vegetables, fruit, and flowers. I'll also decorate my house with lots of photos, paintings, and small souvenirs. So that's my dream house. What's yours?
Unit 4. Tourism.
Lesson 1. New words. Listen and repeat. 1,
Pastry,
2,
dumpling,
3,
bakery,
4,
monument,
5,
socket adapter,
6,
fanny pack,
7,
sunblock,
8,
hostel,
9,
bed and breakfast,
C. Listen and read.
2. Jane Grunt at abcmail.com. Subject: Our trip to Paris. Hey Jane, my family gave me some great suggestions for the trip to Paris you and I are taking next year, and I wanted to tell you about them. My dad suggested we travel in October or April. He said it was less crowded at those times. I think April will be the nicest because it will be sunny and warm. He also said we should visit the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre Museum. I thought that sounded pretty boring, so I asked my mom. She suggested we visit Disneyland Paris. I think that sounds really fun. I love roller coasters. She also told me about some great places to eat, such as Le Petit Paris restaurant. It's expensive, but I heard it's amazing. She also suggested we go to a bakery and try some pastries. She said they were really tasty. Finally, my brother gave me some really useful advice. He suggested we take a socket adapter. They have different sockets in France. He also suggested we take a fanny pack to keep our things safe. I think it might be a good idea to take both. What do you think? Did you find out anything interesting? Speak to you soon, Sabrina.
Grammar.
How about visiting the art museum?
Good idea! He suggested I visit the art museum. That sounds fun.
Pronunciation.
B.
Eiffel Tower, Central Park, Hyde Park,
Pronunciation.
C.
Taj Mahal, National Monument, Opera House.
Unit 4, Tourism.
Lesson 2. New words. Listen and repeat. 1,
SIM card,
2,
convenience store,
3,
pharmacy,
4,
gallery,
5,
top up,
6,
embassy.
listening.
Listen to a teenage tourist asking for information and instructions.
Excuse me?
Oh, hello.
I'm a bit lost. Could you tell me how to get to the Gallery of Fine Art?
Sure, it's pretty far from here. It's in the city center. You can take a bus there from here. It's not too expensive.
I'm not sure I know how to use the bus here. Could you tell me how to do it?
Okay. You need to take the number 10 bus. It goes downtown, near where the gallery is. Get on the bus, tell the driver where you want to go, and pay him. He will give you a ticket. Push the red button when you want to get off the bus.
Thank you. By the way, I need to buy a new SIM card. Could you tell me where to get one?
Sure. You can buy one at any convenience store.
Great. Also, could you tell me where the nearest convenience store is?
Sure. The nearest one is Timothy's. Turn left at the traffic lights. It's opposite the pharmacy.
Thank you.
Bye.
Enjoy the gallery.
Conversation skill.
Holding your turn.
By the way, also,
Grammar.
could you show me how to get to the art gallery?
Sure. Go down that street over there.
Pronunciation.
B.
Could you show me where to buy a SIM card? Could you show me how to get to the bus station?
Pronunciation.
C.
Could you show me the way to the park? Could you show me how to top up my phone?
Unit 4. Tourism.
Lesson 3. C. Listen and read.
Mexico, your next vacation. Mexico is an amazing country to visit and explore. The people are among the friendliest and most fascinating in the world. They're famous for music, dancing, and food. Here are the top 4 things to do in Mexico. 1. Explore Mexico City. This capital city is incredibly rich in history and culture. You can spend days exploring amazing historic sites and museums and admiring the architecture styles from various periods. 2. Be amazed at the sight of Chichen Itza. This ancient Maya city is incredible. At the center of it is El Castillo. Scientists believe it's a giant Maya calendar with 365 steps, one for each day of the year. 3. Relax on Tulum beaches. This amazing town has it all: lovely white sand, clear waters, and impressive Maya structures. They're part of the only Maya city by the sea. 4. Fill yourself with Mexican food. As you walk along the streets of Mexico, take in the incredible smell of food and the sound of cooking all around you. There, you'll find the best tacos, tamales, tostadas, and so much more. Traveling to Mexico will be a vacation you'll never forget. Explore, learn, relax, and eat. What are you waiting for?
Unit 5. Healthy living.
Lesson 1. New words. Listen and repeat. 1.
Detox.
2.
Chemical.
3.
Calorie.
4.
Nutrient.
5.
Virus.
6.
Bone.
7.
Fat.
8.
Organ.
C. Listen and read.
Health myths that you should stop believing. The internet is full of health advice. Some advice is actually harmful. Let's find out the truth behind the popular health myths below. You need to detox your body. From not eating to only drinking juice, these detox diets can be harmful because you won't get enough calories and nutrients. The truth is, we have organs that detox our bodies. Doctors suggest eating a healthy diet and drinking enough water to help your organs stay strong. Fat-free diets are healthy. Your body needs fat to protect its organs, and fat helps you get the benefits from some vitamins. Fat also helps you feel full for longer. Of course, too much fat is also bad. The WHO, World Health Organization, suggests getting less than 30% of your calories from fat. You shouldn't use products that have chemicals. Your food and your body are mostly chemicals. Some people suggest using natural products, but they are also full of chemicals. There are good and bad chemicals. Experts suggest learning which chemicals are safe and how to protect yourself. So be careful of what you read online. Knowing which health tips are myths is key to healthy living.
Grammar.
Doctors suggest using sunblock 30 minutes before going out in the sun.
Pronunciation.
B.
Truth. Nutrient. Choose. Teacher.
Pronunciation.
C.
Chip. True. Train. Unit 5. Healthy living.
Lesson 2. New words. Listen and repeat. 1,
Obese.
2,
Nourishing.
3,
Cafeteria.
4,
Risk.
5,
Promote.
6,
Addicted.
7,
Access.
8.
Maintain.
Listening.
Listen to people talking about teens' health problems.
Hello, everyone. Today I invited Dr. Elizabeth Anderson to talk about 2 important health problems teens have.
Hi everyone, thanks for inviting me here. The first problem is not getting enough sleep. Although teens need 8 to 10 hours of sleep a night, most only get 6 to 7. Schools often start too early for teens. They naturally go to bed late after 11 p.m. and can't get enough sleep.
So, school should start later?
If possible, you can also include nap time in the school day.
Right.
Next is unhealthy weight. More teens are becoming obese these days. Although they already know the benefits of healthy diets, most teens still prefer a pizza over a salad. They also drink lots of soda. Although we teach the public about the dangers of sugar, not everyone knows about them.
What can we do?
You can help by having nourishing lunches at school, giving students more access to healthy snacks in the cafeteria, and stop selling junk food and soda.
All right. Thanks for your talk, Dr. Anderson. That's all for today. Thank you for your time.
Conversation skill. Ending a discussion. That's all for today. Thank you for your time. Thanks for the meeting. It was nice talking to you. Grammar.
Although doctors suggest teens get 8 to 10 hours of sleep a night, the average teen gets only 7 hours.
Pronunciation.
B.
Though chocolate isn't good for us, it's the most popular snack in the world. He eats a lot of candy, although he knows it's bad for him.
Pronunciation.
C.
Although I know exercise is good for me, I'm just too lazy. I like to eat chocolate cake, though it's not good for me.
Unit 5. Healthy living.
Lesson 3. C. Listen and read.
The article discusses how a lot of online health advice is harmful to our health. There is also information about some health problems teens have. 1. Eat a healthy diet. People think detox diets are healthy. However, they are harmful. Our organs detox our bodies. We should eat a healthy diet and drink enough water to help our organs stay strong. 2. Eat a little fat. Many people eat diets with no fat because they think fat is unhealthy. However, our bodies needs fat to protect our organs and get benefits from some vitamins. 3. Learn which chemicals are safe. Lots of people think that they shouldn't eat products that have chemicals in them. However, all types of food have chemicals in them. Health experts suggest learning which chemicals are safe. 4. Teens don't get enough sleep. Teens naturally fall asleep after 11 p.m., but they have to wake up early for school. Some people say school should start later, and there should be time for a nap at school. Then, teens can get more sleep. 5. Teens are becoming obese. Lots of teens don't know about the dangers of sugar. They should have access to nourishing lunches and healthy snacks to be healthier.
Unit 6. Natural Wonders.
Lesson 1. New words. Listen and repeat. 1,
Summit.
2,
Formation.
3,
Outcrop.
4,
Accessible.
5,
Scenic.
6,
Mount.
7,
Rainforest.
8,
Spectacular.
C. Listen and read.
3 amazing caves in Southeast Asia. Many tourists know Southeast Asia for its beaches and national parks, but they often miss another kind of natural wonder hidden there. In this article, we'll explore 3 amazing caves in Southeast Asia. Goapindul Cave is famous for its river. Visitors can float along it and enjoy the fantastic rock formations. Goapindul Cave is far more accessible than many other caves. Visitors can reach it without having to hike or climb. Deer Cave is much bigger than Goapindul Cave. It's over 4 kilometers long. Visitors can see wildlife here, including deer. It's a bit more difficult to reach than Goapindul Cave. There's a long walk, so visitors should bring strong shoes and raincoats. Sondong Cave is far bigger than both the others. Because of this, it's much more scenic than most other caves. It has things like a forest, underground rivers, and a rock formation called the Great Wall of Vietnam. It's in a rainforest, so it isn't as accessible as Deer Cave, and it's much more expensive to visit. Do you know any other caves or more information about these ones? Write a comment and let us know.
Grammar.
How about Mount Snowdon?
It's okay, but Mount Everest is much taller than Mount Snowdon.
Pronunciation.
B.
Interesting. Difficult. Natural.
Pronunciation.
C.
Comfortable. Popular. Dangerous.
Unit 6. Natural Wonders.
Lesson 2. New words. Listen and repeat. 1,
Hunt.
2,
Ranger.
3,
Fine.
4,
Spoil.
5,
Government.
6,
Litter.
7,
Consider.
8,
Disturb.
Listening.
Listen to three teens talking about a problem in their favorite place.
I love coming to Dragon Falls.
Yeah, the walk through the forest is so nice.
Oh, look over there.
What? Oh no! There's so much trash near the waterfall. People shouldn't keep littering here. I hate seeing trash at a beautiful place like this.
I agree. If they keep littering, it will spoil the natural beauty of the waterfall.
And trash harms the animals too. But what can we do to stop littering?
I think rangers should find people who litter here.
That's not a bad idea. But I think rangers are too busy and the national park is too big.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I think the rangers should consider giving trash bags to everyone who comes into the park. If they have bags, they won't.
I understand what you're saying, but people already litter here. Maybe they'll leave their trash bags here too.
That'd be really bad.
I think the government should consider putting more trash cans in the park. If they put more in, visitors will be able to find trash cans more easily.
Oh, that's a good idea, Debbie.
Yeah, it is.
Conversation skill.
Politely disagreeing.
That's not a bad idea, but...
I understand what you're saying, but...
Grammar.
What can we do to stop littering?
People should stop bringing food and drinks to the park.
Pronunciation.
B.
That's not a bad idea, but I think the police are too busy to work in the national park. I understand what you're saying, but people already litter here.
Pronunciation.
C.
It's a good idea, but most people won't like it. Lots of people help, but others don't do anything to help. Unit 6. Natural Wonders.
Lesson 3. C. Listen and read.
Sun Dong Cave, a Vietnamese natural wonder. Next on our list is Sun Dong Cave. It's one of the most impressive natural wonders in the world. You can find it in Quang Binh Province, Vietnam. It is over 9 kilometers long, up to 150 meters wide, and up to 200 meters deep. An underground river which runs through the cave created the cave shape millions of years ago. Overall, it is 38.5 million cubic meters in size. This makes it the largest known cave passage in the world by volume. Mr. Ho Kan, who is a local man, discovered the cave in 1991. He found it again in 2008, and that was when the world first heard about the cave. You can only visit Sun Dong Cave from January to August. After August, heavy rains, which cause flooding, make it very difficult to get in and out of the cave. There is only one way to visit the cave. There is a special 5-day tour which has cave experts and tour guides. It's a challenging but unique experience, which you should try when you visit this cave. However, the number of visitors each year is limited to protect the cave from damage.
Unit 7. Urban Life.
Lesson 1. New words. Listen and repeat. 1,
Ban.
2,
Encourage.
3,
Traffic jam.
4,
Accident.
5,
Struggle.
6,
Sidewalk.
7,
Crosswalk.
8,
Pedestrian.
C. Listen and read.
September 13, 2023. Lisa Thompson. Hey everyone! Today I want to talk about something different. I got the idea for this after I saw something last Friday. I was walking home when I saw some tourists struggling to cross the street. People were driving fast, and those tourists were scared someone would hit them. This happens every day to tourists, kids, and old people. What can we do? The city of Tucson, Arizona, USA, found that its streets were becoming more dangerous for pedestrians, and it had a creative solution. It created beautiful paintings on some crosswalks and sidewalks so that cars would see them better and avoid pedestrians. A study showed that this solution reduced accidents involving pedestrians by up to 50%. Pollution is another problem in my city, so I looked into what other cities did. London and Edinburgh, UK, found a fun solution. They were having problems with people littering. They used clear trash cans with fun questions like, which came first, chicken or egg? And people answered by putting trash in the can with the answer they agreed with. Littering reduced up to 18%. I think these solutions are simple and interesting, and my city should use them. What other creative solutions do you know?
Grammar.
I was having a picnic when I heard a woman playing the violin. She was really good.
Pronunciation.
B.
Encourage. Traffic jam.
Pronunciation.
C. 1,
Jerry.
2,
Choice.
3,
Joke. Unit 7. Urban Life.
Lesson 2.
New words.
Listen and repeat. 1,
Crop.
2,
Drop.
3,
Congested.
4,
Owner.
5,
Homeless.
6,
Attract.
7,
Rise.
8.
Direct.
Listening.
Listen to two students talking about their presentation.
We need to plan our class presentation on the future of our city, Lily.
Okay. The first problem is that the population is dropping.
Yeah, it's dropping so quickly that there won't be enough people to work at local businesses.
I agree. I also think it's such a big problem that some schools will close.
Sorry, can you explain that? I don't understand.
Well, if there aren't many people living here, fewer kids will go to schools, and some of them will need to close.
Oh, yeah, we should talk about that.
Okay, Joe. Next, people are littering in the parks too much.
Yeah, they're littering so much that the government will have to put more bins in the parks.
Yeah, that would help. I think they'll also have to organize a cleanup.
Good idea. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Last one. Too many store owners are closing their businesses.
I think there's such a decrease in stores that the government will need to attract more businesses to the area.
Yeah, if they don't, people will have to travel a long way to get food and other things. That will make the streets become more congested.
Exactly.
Conversation skill.
Asking for clarification. Why would that help? Why would that work? Sorry, can you explain that? I don't understand.
Grammar.
We are polluting the air so much that we will have to build more wind turbines in 5 years.
Pronunciation.
B.
Air pollution is getting so bad that people will start to get sick. The damage to the land is so serious that we won't be able to grow crops.
Pronunciation.
C.
The number of cars is so high that the traffic is awful. Cars are so expensive that I have to take the bus.
Unit 7. Urban Life.
Lesson 3. C. Listen and read.
How can we fix the city? I believe all humans have the right to live in a safe and clean place. However, most cities today have many problems that need solutions. Johannesburg, South Africa, is one of these cities. I will explain some of its problems and potential solutions below. A big problem is that crime is high in the city. There are so many criminals that life for normal people is beginning to break down. They may move away from the city. For this reason, the government should provide more police officers on the streets. Another problem is that the population is rising quickly. It might make more people homeless. Having more homeless people can cause many problems. The government should build more apartments around the city. The final problem is that air pollution is getting worse. Because of this, more people will need medical help. This could make hospitals very busy. To improve this, the government should ask people to ride bicycles more and use cars less. To conclude, the number of criminals, the population growth, and air pollution are problems in Johannesburg. However, there are solutions the government can implement. They should train more police officers, build more apartments, and ask people to ride bicycles instead of using cars.
Unit 8. Jobs in the Future.
Lesson 1. New words. Listen and repeat. 1,
Psychologist.
2,
Skincare specialist.
3,
Mechanic.
4,
Tutor.
5,
Research.
6,
Apprenticeship.
7.
Plumber.
Listening.
Listen to a teacher and a student talking about future jobs.
Hello, Paul.
Hi, Miss White. Thanks for helping me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. So what jobs are you interested in?
I think a psychologist and maybe a mechanic. I love cars and motorbikes, and mental health is interesting.
Okay. Do you know what you need to do to get those jobs?
No, not really.
Well, if you want to be a psychologist, you should start to study harder.
I see.
You have to get really good grades. I think it will be difficult.
Yeah, I know that. Is there anything I can do?
Well, if you want to get better grades, you should get a tutor. And you can't keep staying up all night playing video games.
I know.
You could also start researching mental illnesses. There's a lot to learn.
That's a really good idea. Thanks. How about for being a mechanic?
If you want to be a mechanic, you should find a good apprenticeship. I think you'll find that quite easy.
Yeah, okay.
You could also go to car shows and meet other mechanics. You could learn a lot about cars and motorbikes there.
Okay.
You should also start researching apprenticeships and the different tools you might use.
Great. Thank you so much, Miss White.
Conversation skill.
Showing thanks. Thanks for helping me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Grammar.
If you want to get better grades, you should get a tutor.
Pronunciation.
B.
Plumber. Tutor. Doctor.
Pronunciation.
C.
Here. Ill. Singer.
Unit 8. Jobs in the future.
Lesson 2.
New words.
Listen and repeat. 1,
Innovation.
2,
Media.
3,
Producer.
4,
Audience.
5,
Personalized.
6,
Virtual reality.
7,
Podcast.
8,
Demand.
C. Listen and read.
If you read articles about popular jobs in the future, you will see that new innovations will play an important role in almost every field, including the media business. Here is what we think you can expect to see in the future of entertainment and media jobs. Virtual reality VR will be everywhere. It is already common in video games, and some museums and amusement parks have virtual experiences. In the future, you can expect to attend a virtual concert or play virtual soccer. This means virtual reality designers will be a job of the future. Personalized content will be the new normal. Newer technology will let producers know exactly what their audience wants. To do that, companies and producers will need lots of data. We expect to see more job opportunities in media for data scientists. Everyone will be a producer. We are already seeing it today. Anyone can put content online, whether it is a podcast or video, and attract an audience. Technology will make this even easier. And as people start creating more professional content, the demand for good content writers and producers will rise. The world of work in media will keep changing. Can you keep up?
Grammar.
People can expect to watch virtual reality TV soon.
Pronunciation.
B.
What jobs can people expect to do? The world of work in media will keep changing.
Pronunciation.
C.
In the future, what jobs can people expect to have? I want to be a boss so I can make lots of money.
Unit 8. Jobs in the future.
Lesson 3. C. Listen and read.
Top jobs of the future. The most popular jobs around the world may not always be so popular. Some jobs will become very important in the future, while others may disappear altogether. Here are 3 jobs that I think will be very popular in the future. One job that will become more popular is being an astronaut. I think we will want to travel to and explore faraway planets someday, in particular Mars. For this reason, we will need more astronauts. Another job that I believe will become more important is being a scientist. In my opinion, we will need new kinds of medicines and vaccines to protect people from new illnesses. Because of this, being a scientist, mainly a medical scientist, will become more popular. Virtual reality designers will also be a popular job. I believe we will spend a lot more time in virtual reality. We will do lots of things in it. especially practicing surgery, doing experiments, and having meetings. As a result, we will need more people to design these virtual spaces. The world is changing, and so are the jobs we need people to do. Young people should think about this when they plan their future careers.
Unit 1. Review. Listening.
You will hear Ashley talking to her mom about English study methods. Which study method do Ashley and her friends like? For each question, write a letter A to H next to each person. You will hear the conversation twice.
Thank you so much for coming back to our show.
Ashley, you should be practicing English, not watching TV.
I am practicing English, Mom. This TV show is in English, and I turned the English subtitles on.
Do your friends all watch TV?
Everyone has different interests. Edward loves reading but doesn't have much free time. His favorite study method is to read short stories.
Do any of your other friends read too?
Yes, Logan likes reading books because he can take his time with new words.
How does he make sure he always finds new words?
He chooses a text a bit above his level.
That's a good idea.
There are other methods too. My friend Donna listens to music in her free time. She reads the lyrics when she listens.
That's fun.
Yeah, and Mark thinks learning new vocabulary is important. He notes down new words in a notebook.
What about your friend, Betty?
Betty is similar to me, but she loves watching movies more than TV shows.
With the subtitles on?
Of course.
Well, okay. Enjoy your study time.
Thanks, Mom.
Now, listen again.
Thank you so much for coming back to our show.
Ashley, you should be practicing English, not watching TV.
I am practicing English, Mom. This TV show is in English, and I turned the English subtitles on.
Do your friends all watch TV?
Everyone has different interests. Edward loves reading but doesn't have much free time. His favorite study method is to read short stories.
Do any of your other friends read too?
Yes, Logan likes reading books because he can take his time with new words.
How does he make sure he always finds new words?
He chooses a text a bit above his level.
That's a good idea.
There are other methods too. My friend Donna listens to music in her free time. She reads the lyrics when she listens.
That's fun.
Yeah, and Mark thinks learning new vocabulary is important. He notes down new words in a notebook.
What about your friend, Betty?
Betty is similar to me, but she loves watching movies more than TV shows.
With the subtitles on?
Of course.
Well, okay. Enjoy your study time.
Thanks, Mom.
Unit 2. Review. Listening.
You will hear a girl, Lucy, and her mom talking about family customs in the past. Listen and fill in the blanks. You will hear the conversation twice.
Hey, Mom. I read online that women were only housewives in the past. Is that true?
Well, it depends on when we're talking about. Your grandma's generation, yes, she was a housewife.
But you aren't?
No, we can't live with only your dad working. I worked at a factory when we first got married. Now I work at the bank.
Okay, what about living with extended family?
Yes, I used to live with my grandparents and my 10 aunts and uncles. Back when I was young, many generations would live together.
You had 10 aunts and uncles?
Family sizes were a lot bigger.
I also read that people would rarely get divorced. Is that true?
Yes, back then it was rare. For many women, it was because they couldn't work. Men had to go to work so that women could raise the children.
Life was difficult back then, huh?
Yes, and people didn't get divorced after an argument. People used to work harder to get through difficult times together.
I see. That sounds a lot better to me.
Now, listen again.
Hey Mom, I read online that women were only housewives in the past. Is that true?
Well, it depends on when we're talking about. Your grandma's generation, yes, she was a housewife.
But you aren't?
No, we can't live with only your dad working. I worked at a factory when we first got married. Now I work at the bank.
Okay, what about living with extended family?
Yes, I used to live with my grandparents and my 10 aunts and uncles. Back when I was young, many generations would live together.
You had 10 aunts and uncles?
Family sizes were a lot bigger.
I also read that people would rarely get divorced.
Is that true?
Yes, back then it was rare. For many women, it was because they couldn't work. Men had to go to work so that women could raise the children.
Life was difficult back then, huh?
Yes, and people didn't get divorced after an argument. People used to work harder to get through difficult times together.
I see. That sounds a lot better to me.
Unit 3. Review. Listening.
You will hear a man talking about a smart apartment building. Listen and fill in the blanks. You will hear the information twice. Welcome to Cozy Apartments. I'm John Miller, and I'm the apartment manager. Let me introduce you to the features of our apartments. First, our apartments have solar panels which generate electricity for the elevator system and other equipment. It's always sunny here, so you never have to worry about not having electricity. Second, we try to build a friendly community here. There are lots of outdoor spaces which all connect to a larger garden. We'll organize weekly and monthly events so that everyone can meet. Third, each apartment has a smart bathroom which monitors your health and lets you know when to see a doctor. You'll also have lots of smart appliances which connect to a voice assistant. People who don't like these can tell us, and we'll turn off the smart features for you. Finally, there are many places which will make your life more comfortable, such as a spa, gym, pool, and movie theater. If you have any questions or problems, please feel free to contact me. You can find me in my office on the first floor.
Now, listen again.
Welcome to Cozy Apartments. I'm John Miller, and I'm the apartment manager. Let me introduce you to the features of our apartments. First, our apartments have solar panels which generate electricity for the elevator system and other equipment. It's always sunny here, so you never have to worry about not having electricity. Second, we try to build a friendly community here. There are lots of outdoor spaces which all connect to a larger garden. We'll organize weekly and monthly events so that everyone can meet. Third, each apartment has a smart bathroom which monitors your health and lets you know when to see a doctor. You'll also have lots of smart appliances which connect to a voice assistant. People who don't like these can tell us, and we'll turn off the smart features for you. Finally, there are many places which will make your life more comfortable, such as a spa, gym, pool, and movie theater. If you have any questions or problems, please feel free to contact me. You can find me in my office on the first floor.
Unit 4. Review. Listening.
You will hear a boy asking for directions. Listen and complete questions 1 to 5. You will hear the conversation twice.
Excuse me, could you help me? I don't know my way around.
Sure. How can I help?
Thanks. I need to get to the bus station. Could you tell me how to get there?
Sure. Turn left at the traffic light. Go straight, then turn right at the end of the road. It's on your left, between the hospital and the school.
Great. Thank you so much. Excuse me, could you help me?
Hello. Sure.
Could you tell me how to get to the art gallery? I don't know where to go.
No problem. Go straight down East Street, turn right at the corner, and it's next to the supermarket.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Also, could you tell me how to get to the pharmacy?
Sure. There's one near here. Go straight at the traffic light. It's on the right. It's opposite the convenience store.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
Now, listen again.
Excuse me, could you help me? I don't know my way around.
Sure. How can I help?
Thanks. I need to get to the bus station. Could you tell me how to get there?
Sure. Turn left at the traffic light. Go straight, then turn right at the end of the road. It's on your left, between the hospital and the school.
Great. Thank you so much. Excuse me, could you help me?
Hello. Sure.
Could you tell me how to get to the art gallery? I don't know where to go.
No problem. Go straight down East Street, turn right at the corner, and it's next to the supermarket.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Also, could you tell me how to get to the pharmacy?
Sure. There's one near here. Go straight at the traffic light. It's on the right. It's opposite the convenience store.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
Unit 5. Review. Listening.
You will hear 5 short conversations. You will hear each conversation twice. There is one question for each conversation. For each question, choose the correct answer, A, B, or C. Here is an example. You will hear a teacher talking to a parent about his daughter. What's the problem?
Mr. Brown, I think Sarah's too thin. Is she eating healthily?
She used to be obese. Now she works out all the time.
Although being obese is bad, being too thin has many risks too.
Okay, I'll talk to her. The answer is, she's too thin. So there is a tick in box A. Now we are ready to start. Look at question 1.
1.
You will hear a teacher talking to her student about losing weight. What does she suggest the girl should do?
I'm trying to lose weight. I only had juice today.
You shouldn't avoid eating. Doctors suggest eating a healthy diet with less sugar.
Now, listen again.
I'm trying to lose weight. I only had juice today.
You shouldn't avoid eating. Doctors suggest eating a healthy diet with less sugar.
2.
You will hear 2 friends talking about a juice detox. What does the boy say about it?
I'm going on a juice detox diet.
You shouldn't do that. Detoxes can be bad. Your organs detox your body.
But juice has nutrients.
It's not as good as eating fruit.
Now, listen again.
I'm going on a juice detox diet.
You shouldn't do that. Detoxes can be bad. Your organs detox your body.
But juice has nutrients.
It's not as good as eating fruit.
3.
You will hear two friends talking about health. Which health myth or fact are they talking about?
Would you like some banana bread? I use natural sugar, so you can eat lots of it.
That's a myth, Susan. Sugar is sugar. Doctors suggest eating less than 50 grams a day.
Now, listen again.
Would you like some banana bread? I use natural sugar, so you can eat lots of it.
That's a myth, Susan. Sugar is sugar. Doctors suggest eating less than 50 grams a day.
4.
You will hear two parents talking about their sons. What problem do their sons have?
Is your son addicted to his phone? My son's always on his phone.
My son's the same. We had to make a rule. It's no phones after 9 p.m.
Now, listen again.
Is your son addicted to his phone? My son's always on his phone.
My son's the same. We had to make a rule. It's no phones after 9 p.m.
5.
You will hear two teachers talking about a new class. Which skill does Mr. Anderson want to teach? I think the students need a new class.
About what? Diet? Exercise?
Stress. Although students say they're stressed, they don't know how to deal with it.
I see.
Now, listen again.
I think the students need a new class.
About what? Diet? Exercise?
Stress. Although students say they're stressed, they don't know how to deal with it.
I see.
Unit 6. Review. Listening.
You will hear 5 short conversations. You will hear each conversation twice. There is one question for each conversation. For each question, choose the correct answer, A, B, or C. Here is an example. Which is more relaxing?
Do you prefer the beach or waterfalls?
I think waterfalls are cool.
Yes, but I think the beach is more relaxing.
The answer is beach. So there is a tick in box C. Now we are ready to start. Look at question 1.
1.
Which is the cleanest?
Do you like High Beach?
No, it's so dirty.
Yeah, Long Beach is a bit cleaner.
Only a little bit, though.
White Beach is much cleaner than both.
Now, listen again.
Do you like High Beach?
No, it's so dirty.
Yeah, Long Beach is a bit cleaner.
Only a little bit, though.
White Beach is much cleaner than both.
2.
Which solution do they agree on?
How could we stop littering on High Beach?
We could ban food and drinks.
What about giving visitors trash bags?
I think that idea is better.
Now, listen again.
How could we stop littering on High Beach?
We could ban food and drinks.
What about giving visitors trash bags?
I think that idea is better.
Three.
Which is the most expensive?
Do you want to visit New Cave?
It's a bit expensive. Maybe Wide Cave?
I prefer Deep Cave. It's far more expensive, but it's the nicest one.
Let's go to New Cave. I don't have much money.
Now, listen again.
Do you want to visit New Cave?
It's a bit expensive. Maybe Wide Cave?
I prefer Deep Cave. It's far more expensive, but it's the nicest one.
Let's go to New Cave. I don't have much money.
4.
Which waterfall isn't very accessible?
Let's go to some waterfalls.
Okay, there are 3 nice waterfalls nearby.
Yeah?
Queen's Falls looks beautiful. King's Falls isn't as big, but it's far more scenic.
I see.
Oh, it isn't very accessible. Princess Falls seems really nice.
Let's go there.
Now, listen again.
Let's go to some waterfalls.
Okay, there are 3 nice waterfalls nearby.
Yeah?
Queen's Falls looks beautiful. King's Falls isn't as big, but it's far more scenic.
I see.
Oh, it isn't very accessible. Princess Falls seems really nice.
Let's go there.
5.
What is the problem in the cave?
I think we should put up some signs at the cave.
What's the problem?
People are climbing on the rocks.
I see. Signs might help.
Now, listen again.
I think we should put up some signs at the cave.
What's the problem?
People are climbing on the rocks.
I see. Signs might help.
Unit 7. Review. Listening.
You will hear a woman talking about changes that happened in her city. Listen and fill in the blanks. You will hear the information twice.
Good morning. I'm Sandra Lewis. Today, let's review all the important changes that happened last year in Wheatville. I'm very happy to tell you that there were a lot of positive changes. First, the city built 7 new parks because wildlife populations were reducing. Now, our city has a total of 242 parks. Next, the number of traffic jams was rising because there were more and more cars. The city added 40 new buses and built 3 more bridges. It was getting so bad that people were saying it took them on average 40 minutes to get to work. We're happy to report that since then, traffic jams and accidents have both gone down. Another great change was that the city built more housing for the poor because the number of homeless people was rising. If you are struggling or know anyone who might need help, please contact this number, 202-555-0194. That's 202-555-0194.
Now, listen again.
Good morning. I'm Sandra Lewis. Today, let's review all the important changes that happened last year in Wheatville. I'm very happy to tell you that there were a lot of positive changes. First, the city built 7 new parks because wildlife populations were reducing. Now, our city has a total of 242 parks. Next, the number of traffic jams was rising because there were more and more cars. The city added 40 new buses and built 3 more bridges. It was getting so bad that people were saying it took them on average 40 minutes to get to work. We're happy to report that since then, traffic jams and accidents have both gone down. Another great change was that the city built more housing for the poor because the number of homeless people was rising. If you are struggling or know anyone who might need help, please contact this number 202-555-0194. That's 202-555-0194.
Unit 8. Review. Listening.
You will hear 5 short conversations. You will hear each conversation twice. There is 1 question for each conversation. For each question, choose the correct answer, A, B, or C. Here is an example. You will hear 2 friends talking about future jobs. What job does the boy want?
What job do you want? Skincare specialist?
I like helping people, but no.
A psychologist?
No, I like fixing things.
A mechanic?
Correct!
The answer is mechanic, so there is a tick in box A. Now we are ready to start. Look at question 1.
1.
You will hear 2 friends talking about how to find the right job. What is their conclusion?
I don't know what job I want, Mark. How can I find out?
You need to do some research. Then you'll know what job is right for you.
Good idea!
Now, listen again.
I don't know what job I want, Mark. How can I find out?
You need to do some research. Then you'll know what job is right for you.
Good idea!
2.
You will hear a student asking a teacher about an apprenticeship. How long is a part-time apprenticeship?
Mr. Roberts, how long is a plumber apprenticeship?
A full-time apprenticeship takes 2 years.
I want to do a part-time one. Is it 4 years?
Actually, it takes 5 years.
Now, listen again.
Mr. Roberts, how long is a plumber apprenticeship?
A full-time apprenticeship takes 2 years.
I want to do a part-time one. Is it 4 years?
Actually, it takes 5 years.
3.
You will hear a father talking to a son. Which job does the son think is the most difficult?
Do you still want to be an astronaut?
No, it's too difficult.
And a doctor?
That's even harder.
What about a vet? That's hard too.
Not for me. I love animals.
Now, listen again.
Do you still want to be an astronaut?
No, it's too difficult.
And a doctor?
That's even harder.
What about a vet? That's hard too.
Not for me. I love animals.
4.
You will hear 2 parents talking about one of their daughters. What does she need?
My daughter wants to be a psychologist, but her grades aren't great.
Well, to study at a good university, she'll need good grades.
You're right. I think I'll find her a tutor.
Now, listen again.
My daughter wants to be a psychologist, but her grades aren't great.
Well, to study at a good university, she'll need good grades.
You're right. I think I'll find her a tutor.
5.
You will hear a teacher talking to a student about jobs. What advice does the teacher give?
What do you want to be, Kevin?
I want to be a psychologist.
You need to get better grades. You could get a tutor or do extra work after school.
Now, listen again.
What do you want to be, Kevin?
I want to be a psychologist.
You need to get better grades. You could get a tutor or do extra work after school.
Semester 1 project. Listening.
Hi everyone, my name's Mary.
And I'm Paul. Today, we'll share with you our tips for learning English.
The first tip is to keep a vocabulary notebook. I note down new words in it and go over them later. Don't forget to make your own example sentences because it'll help you understand how to use the words better.
Our second tip is to read or listen to what you're interested in. Lots of people often tell you to read the news and listen to music, but that didn't work for me because I don't like news or music. Then, I came across children's books and learned so much from them. Children's books use simple language and they're short, so you won't feel like you're doing an impossible task.
Our final tip is to practice a lot. Talk to your friends, your teachers, or yourself. I often say out loud what's in my head or have a conversation with myself when I'm alone. Oh, it's a bit cold today. I should bring a jacket. Or, should I grow my hair longer? No, it's so hot here and it'll take so much time to wash your hair.
Those are our tips. Thank you for listening. We hope they'll help you improve your English.
Semester 2 project. Listening.
Hello everyone. Welcome to my presentation. I'm going to tell you about my plans for the future. I will talk about my health goals and my future career. Please save your questions until the end. My health goal is to lose weight. If I want to lose weight, I should do more exercise and eat healthier food. I plan to go jogging 3 times a week and cook more of my own food. Now, about my future career. I want to be an engineer. If I want to be an engineer, I have to get good grades and go to university. My grades in science are okay, but I think I should get a tutor to get the best grades I can. Thank you for listening. Does anyone have any questions?
I do. How good is your diet?
That's a really great question. My diet is okay. I eat some fruits and vegetables, but I also eat lots of fast food.
I see. Diet is very important.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much.